tomorrow evening, and the winner will be selected at random after the close date and contacted in person, and full details of our competition on our website mosthauntedlive.net. Now, every night at midnight, an audience member, in fact 2 audience members, go out with our paranormal investigator Phil Wyman on a vigil, and last night they headed off to the Three Mariners. It was an extraordinary night, in fact, at midnight last night. Let's have a look at what happens.
Okay, we're here with our lucky vigil winners, Amy and Emma, and we're just about to start some glass divination. The idea is to try and get some kind of interaction from whatever's haunting the location. Right, now we know what happened earlier, so fingers crossed we'll get something coming through. Hopefully it's not going to be as nasty as what the guys experienced. Just kind of keep encouraging something to come through. If you're drawn to either Amy or Emma, can you move the glass?
It's coming towards me.
Come on, keep going, keep going.
That's actually moving towards me.
Oh my this is wrong. I seriously haven't got my finger on it hardly at all, Amy.
I haven't. It's like a magnet or something moving.
You need to move it with
really
more
hot,
force.
like really flushed in the face. Really, really
or
hot.
show us that you're here in some other way if it's not with the glass. Oh, what the f***?
Did you just touch my foot?
No.
You touched my foot
I
there with
did
your
not,
foot.
I did not. My feet are
You
here.
just touched my foot with your
Amy,
foot.
look under the table, look under the table, so where Emma's feet
feet
are.
are here.
My foot was here and something went down on my toe.
I swear to God.
You just touched my foot, Emma.
I didn't, my feet are here.
My feet are behind those little blocks on the table that's holding
Look,
the
my
table.
feet are, I would have had to have gone like that. I seriously didn't. I felt something on my leg before, like, you know, like, felt like cobwebs or something just going.
Okay.
Do you reckon there is really something in there? And I keep being freaked out thinking that I
Where
can
have
see
I-
things over there, like...
I know,
When I'm looking down,
Oh, please.
did you see anything?
What, through that?
Yeah. Like when I was looking down, I thought like I saw like a shadow like going across. Shows that you're here. I heard a noise then.
Do that again. There's another couple.
What was that? Did you hear it?
No.
Seriously,
Did you hear
like
it?
a deep low
I didn't.
murmur. No, seriously, a deep like.
It might have been
like
next to
it
your
was.
head.
I'm not
Because you know when we heard that noise before, I heard it through that.
Yeah.
Over there.
Sure.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I am freezing. Aren't I?
No, it is really
I've
cold.
gone from being roasting to freezing.
No, but I've just felt there, and the radiator's on, but it's absolutely freezing in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
God.
Does anybody here make yourself known? We're here to see something, record something, so make yourself known to us in whatever form you want. What?
Did somebody just go?
No, no.
Did you hear? I heard it. I heard it again. I'm not joking.
You know, I think that may have been the most scary midnight vigil we've had so far this week, actually, and they're on stage with me now. Emma Boxon, Amy Shaw, and of course our paranormal investigator, Phil Wyman. Good to see all three of you. Welcome. I mean, Emma, and Amy, it's a scary night. I mean, you were telling me just a few moments ago, I mean, the really frightening evening.
It was probably one of the most terrifying things that I've done. It really freaked me out. I even had trouble getting sleep last night. It was that
Really?
scary.
Emma, what about you?
I did as well. Yeah, it was really really scary. All last night when we got home, I felt like I was still on some kind of boat or something.
Yeah.
was
I mean,
really
Phil, what's it
frightening.
like going into a location, and the Three Mariners was particularly scary, I thought, last night, to go back there when they've all gone?
Fantastic, because you know that they've kind of stirred up the energies, and you don't rightly know what kind of reception you're going to get from whatever might be haunting the location. But these girls did fantastic last night. We had so much stuff going off. Towards the end, we were all freaking out, and it was quite a relief to actually leave, to be honest.
So, Amy, take me through what was going on with that table.
Oh, the glass was moving, and we had our hands slightly on it, and it was moving towards, and it went into the corner, didn't it? And I went and stood over there, and when I stood in the corner, I felt like really unsteady on my feet, and like I had a sick feeling, and I didn't know anything about the place. And then at the end, later on, The guy told us, didn't he, that
Yeah.
all the beams are made of ships, and I didn't know
fact.
that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Phil, take us through that.
Sick
Yeah,
feeling.
interesting.
Well, we kind of, you guys started feeling kind of seasick-ish,
Yeah.
and that's how you described it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Seasick, motion sickness.
Yeah.
And we asked the landlord at the end, you know, just incidentally, where do these beams come from that make up the pub? And he said they come from a ship.
So that kind of
Yeah, that really...
So that was
sums
really
it up,
weird.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Emma, what about you? That business with the table, I mean, was you as frightened as Amy?
Definitely, yeah. When I was sat at the table, I felt something move across my leg. It felt like someone was brushing something there. And then, obviously, Amy, you felt something on your feet.
Yeah.
And my feet were firmly in that position. I did not put them anywhere near her
It
feet.
kind of made a beeline for you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
had something touch your foot, you had something pull your hand, your
Did
finger.
Let me do that, you could pull your finger.
My little finger, I was stood in the toilet, and I was stood there. Nobody was stood, well, it was stood near me, but it wasn't like too close. And it was like something grabbed around and just yanked down. And it felt like, you know, like a child pulling down on me. I just freaked out totally straight away. It was really scary.
I mean, Phil, can we put anything down to some of these experiences? The leg, for example, the feeling up the leg and so on.
I suppose if you kind of wanted to look at it in a kind of sceptical fashion, a muscle twinge, but muscle spasm, but I'm sure you guys know what one of those feel like, and I'm sure it didn't feel quite like that.
No, it didn't.
No.
It was like,
It was-
not like that.
It was like pressure as well.
Right.
Like when someone stamped on my foot, that was pressure. I had someone touch me, which was on this one, touch me like from the back, like down. And it was too much pressure to be like a muscle twinge.
Because you originally thought it was me kind of putting a comforting hand on the shoulder to make sure everything's all right, and I was nowhere near you.
No, because I jumped, I was like, was that you? And it wasn't, and
And that was in the cellar. The cellar is really strange.
The
really
cellar
strange.
was horrible.
And as we saw
proper.
with Carl last night, I mean, it is not a nice location there. I mean, look, well done, you two. You did incredibly well. I mean, Phil, once again, tonight at midnight,
Yep.
2 people out here
Yep.
are going off. It's going to be a night, isn't it?
It is. I hope you're ready for some fun and spookiness.
And your message, you two, to tonight's investigators in the audience, Amy, what do you say to them?
just enjoy it, go with an open mind, and
Good luck.
yeah, good luck. Phil will look after you anyway.
And would you do it again?
Yeah, I was going
Definitely.
to ask, can I do another
Straight
one?
away, yeah.
I do one
Great
now.
soul.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, look, thank you both of you. It's been great to meet you. And of course, Phil, have a good one later on
Cheers,
tonight.
Julian. Thank you.
So there we are. We have Amy, we have Emma, and we have Phil. Thank you very much. Brilliant. Now, of course, as we say, tonight at midnight, 2 more audience members will go out on the investigation. We'll catch up with them on tomorrow night, Halloween's show. So make sure you're watching out for that. And for the moment, Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Julian. This is Most Haunted Live, the 7th of an unprecedented 8 nights of paranormal investigation. We are in quest of the 8 faces of evil. We may see it after this.
There's been many ships ground to halt here in the sandbanks. It's a very dangerous and a very spooky place to be at night time.
8 nights, 8 faces of evil. So far we have encountered the beast, the butcher, a blood-soaked murderer, a brutal jailer, a hanging judge, and last night, a twisted, evil sorcerer. Who knows what is waiting for Yvette Fielding and the team tonight? But I can tell you, we are absolutely live until midnight here, inside the magnificent, if now decayed and crumbling, Winter Gardens Theatre in Morecambe. Outside it is raining, inside, chilly and expectant. And Julian Clegg tells you now how you can get involved. Julian.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. I thought I'd kick off with some messages from the forums, which you can find at mosthauntedlive.net. And last night, Ghost Pocket carried his own sound experiment out at home and claims if you go to the forum, you can actually hear this. You can hear a spirit, he says, calling out Yvette's name. So give that a visit, mosthauntedlive.net. Hello to some forum users, Kayla, Smolsey, Georgina 1984, Dutchy, Cornwall and Ironman 186. We love your input on the forums. Thank you very much indeed for that. Other messages for tonight, lots of good luck messages coming in, which is fantastic. Charlotte in Wigan, Amanda in Huntingdon, Becky in Gloucester, Emma and Simon in Milton Keynes, and Michael in Lancaster, all getting in touch to say hello and wishing the team well. Carl in Barnsley says, I feel the witches will follow the team tonight. That's been a theme over the last few nights, particularly last night. And good luck for tonight, team, and take care from M.H.L, Ashley and Lewis in Middlesbrough. And Lynn in Barrow in Furness. And a lot of people said they've been to the Ashton Memorial before. We're very interested to see it last night where the Tesla experiment took place. So thank you for all those messages. We'll have some more predictions of what might happen tonight a little bit later on. Now, if you want to get in touch, this is how you can do it. You can text the word screen to 80889. Don't forget the text costs 50p plus one standard rate message, and you must be over 18 to get in touch. And don't forget when you text to say who you are and where you're from, so we can give you a shout out on the air. And of course the website mosthauntedlive.net. More messages to come a little bit later on.